But keep my eyes on you, man. Okay, I'll keep my eyes on it here. As soon as I see the red button up in the corner, eyes on you, man. All right.
Live. Looks like we're live over there. We're gonna get started. Bring everybody in. Yep. Everybody's there.
Thank you, Big B. You're the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Come on in. Grab a seat as you come in. Tell us who you are, where you're coming from. All right.
All right, Dr. P, we are up.
Right.
What can cause a tired right arm?
We are hot and live on YouTube.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
The line.
All right, I want to welcome everyone to the family tree. Put your hands together, family.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Hey, I hope everybody's warm and not frozen over.
I know that's right. Buddy.
That's out there.
Chatterish peeps. Yes, it's been a cold one, y'all. So we got some stuff to talk about today. So we're going to go in. And it's been a goodie, and it's going to be a goodie because this is Wednesday, Hump Day. Get into it, y'all. Talk about any and everything that's going to be on Holistic Health. All right, I'm going to come on down here, Big B.
Yeah, buddy.
Bring it on down.
Thank you. Hi, Milton.
Hey, Mela.
All right. We're going to come off of there.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Welcome. I want to say hello to everyone. Happy Wednesday. Hump Day.
Yeah.
And no better place to be than around the tree.
I know that's right. Yes, sir.
Big B's backdrop. What that looks like Hawaii. Where you at?
Yeah.
I can't tell. I'm in Cucarachaville.
Yes. That's where we all want to be right now. All right, we're gonna go in, and tonight, if this is the first time you're joining us, this is the Family Tree. This is the Holistic Health Network that we deal with, talking about any and everything that's going on with holistic health. And I want to say, let this not be the last time you join us. Make sure next time you bring somebody, because this is the place where we sit around the tree and we enjoy the customs of the ancient laurel trees. The ancient laurel trees were the trees where we got around and we talked about and networked everything that was going on in the family. You had a problem, you had a situation, you need solutions, you need to just network with us. Sometimes you just need to come together to congregate.
That's right.
We did that, and that's what we call social security.
That's right.
Slow.
Not a check. It's your
Security. That means Social Security is not a check. It's your people. It's your
I know
family.
that's right.
That's the ones, if you have a problem or a concern or anything going on, guess what? It's probably right around somebody you know. Any problem you got going on, right around your family. So if you want to join the conversation this evening, you're welcome to join. We have a queue that you can put you in. Go down if you want to be a part of the conversation. Hit your reaction bar. You'll see the reaction bar at the very bottom.
They said, no, I don't see it.
You said no. Yes. Look down at the bottom, reaction, and click that, and then you can raise your hand and you can get in queue, and Big B over there, or Prophetess. I don't know if Prophetess is in here yet.
I haven't seen it yet.
Prophetess.
Yep. And she will get the question to me, and we'll go through it and try to answer the question. We can't answer all the questions, but we'll try our best to do what we can. If you're someone that doesn't want to, for whatever reason, you may not have you may be calling by phone and you did not see the point where it tells you to click this button to ask a question or raise your hand. Don't worry, just let us know that you're calling by phone and we'll try to get you in. If you won't want to even go on by phone, or maybe you say, I don't want to just put my face on there, I just want to ask a question, put it down in the chat box.
There you go. That's right. That's right.
Chat box, and then Big B or Prophetess will grab it and we'll bring it in the queue. All right, sounds good?
Yes,
All right,
sir.
I want
Yes,
to say
sir.
it's been a pleasure. Every Wednesday, I look forward to coming through to talk to the family because there's always something going on in this world. We say moving forward in the world going backwards.
I know
So
that's right.
without further ado, I want to give our host with the most, Big B, Bill
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
1L
whoop, whoop,
Morgan. Let's
whoop.
give him a hand as he
What's
comes
up?
on
What's
through.
up?
One
What's
L.
up?
What's
Bill
up,
for one L.
BB?
Oh, 102 pounds of me. Shut the front door.
102 pounds.
Hey, Dr. B, if you measure one half of the time, glory.
I got you, Big B. That's right. That's a half of a scale.
Well.
All right. But hey, buddy, how you doing over there, man?
Hey, man, you know what? We actually had a decent day. Nice sunshine and all the cold, not that it went away, but, you know, our streets are halfway clear over here. So I'm not going to complain, you know?
Yeah.
Shucks. Look, it could have been Warsaw, so I'm going to take what I got and keep on rolling. You know what I
There
mean?
you go. There you go. Well, Big B, we got a new website, buddy.
Man.
You know, we got a new website where we're tracking numbers. I found something out there that we can actually come back. So we got our numbers, y'all. So the numbers are starting to change, of course, with the RSV, the COVID, the flu, all these different things. We got new numbers. Big B, give them that information where we can go to that new website.
Yeah, actually, guys, what happens is that right now they just kind of give you like 3 primary areas. But if you want to go through and check out the countries and the graphs and all that kind of stuff, you can go. But primarily right now, we have up cases right now, 701,951,078. Deaths, 6,907,195. And total recovery, this is our mental health moments, guys, 672,883,202. That's what's up, y'all. Yeah.
All right. Hey, we got some good numbers here. And I want you to get your pens and pads. Write this down. Everybody write this down. This is another website that you can always stay on top of things. You got to know what's going on. And this is outside of what you're being broadcast with in a lot of the media sources, because a lot of times they don't report this information. So you got to go out and find it yourself. Well, there's a website I want to show you. And I'm going to actually share my screen on this one. Big B.
That's right. That's cool.
Is that cool? Yeah.
Yeah. I put the link in so those who will be looking for it later on in the chat will be able to click on it there too.
Right. So for those that are maybe not able to go over there, I'm going to share my screen. I want to show you where this is located, and this is called. Let me know when you can see it. Okay.
There you go. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What does it say? It says Worldometer. Worldometer. And that's and let me see if we can do this. Let me get this out of the way here. Move that out of the way.
Worldometers.info/coronavirus/.
Yep, Worldometer. Bam. Yep, Worldometer. And that is .info.
There you go.
Yep, .info. And when you go to the front page, you just hit coronavirus right here, and then it'll pop up.
Yep.
Here's the latest numbers, and these are in real time. Can y'all see those numbers right there?
Yes,
701. Now, this is what's, they give you, of course, the deaths and the recovered. That's our number right there. You notice they got it in green. Don't you like it that it's in green, Big B?
Yes, sir, man.
I like the green, buddy. I like the green.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Green hour. One thing that's really interesting about it is this space right here. Can y'all see this?
Yep.
See this right here? Look how they go through this. You can look at the country, total cases, new cases, total deaths, new deaths, total recovered, new recovered, active cases, seriously critical, total cases, 1 million by population, deaths, 1 million by population, total tests taken, tests, 1 million by population, and the total population of the country.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is awesome because this is in real time. Matter of fact, if you look at this, and some of them, you'll see them moving. These numbers, if you sit here a while enough, you'll see some of these numbers moving as we're even speaking. But look at the numbers here. You can actually see what's going on worldwide by looking for the red numbers. See right there?
Yep.
See the red right there? So we know new cases right here, or in this section right here. We can see Lithuania, Slovenia, and Bulgaria. Their numbers are going up a little bit. And if we go down, that's about it for today. For today, that's pretty much it. So we're up about 13,886. Total new deaths, that would be 163. New recovered, it's
Hmm.
100, that's 88,000 right there.
88,000, right.
Isn't that
Mhm.
wild? That's wild. You can see all the numbers right here. So utilize this information. I want to also take you to the very top, back to here. By country, let me see, not by country. Where was it at Big B? Let me see if I move back there. This is the one right here. This is
Oh,
some
that
good
is,
stuff.
that is. You
This
see
is
them
some
rolling there.
cool stuff. See the stuff moving in real time, y'all?
Yeah, buddy.
Wow, look at
That's
this.
what's
This is
up.
government, world population. Did y'all know who just took over the world population on the planet now? Who
No.
has the largest population right now?
India?
Yes, India just took over as of today. Yeah, they took over.
Wow.
They're
Wow.
now larger as a population than China now. Yeah.
Mm.
So here we are, world population, current world population. Look at that number. This number is
And
amazing.
it's kicking, man.
And it's kicking. Government economics, healthcare expenditures, society and
Man, that's
media,
deep, man.
environment. This stuff is deep. This is going about food, undernourished people in the
Wow,
world. Look at
that's-
that number. Look at
man.
that number. Look at these
Wow.
numbers. These are some deep numbers.
The overweight people, take that out.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah.
Overweight.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Overweight people.
Overweight people in the
have,
world.
have mercy,
Man.
Lord.
Oh, man.
Look at that. That's deep.
I just want to know how they doing that one. How are you doing that one? Yeah, you
My,
going
my,
on
my.
the list.
Self-reporting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be something. Water use this year. This is how much water's been by the millions of liters. So this is a great source for looking at just giving you a ballpark of where real numbers are.
Right, right.
Worldometer, is actually one of the best things. Or Ometer. It was in Worldometer. I think it
Worldometer,
was
right.
Worldometer.
Mhm.
Worldometer. Money spent on illegal drugs. That's what I
Have
wanted to
mercy.
look.
Have
Look at
mercy.
that, y'all.
Man.
Yeah.
Look at that. Is that deep? That's a deep number right there. Anybody know what that number is? Let's see.
18 billion.
That's 18 billion. 422 million. 200 and they keep on moving numbers. Look at that.
Keep on moving numbers. Have mercy.
Keep on moving numbers.
Man,
Isn't that something?
man.
Look at road traffic
man.
accident fatalities this year, 62,000. So these are somewhere that you can go. It's a great information piece. Go to that website and just use it as an information and a conversation piece with someone. All right.
Yeah, man.
All
Yeah,
right.
man.
I'm going to come off of here, Big B. All
That's a good
righty.
Wow,
That's
man.
a good one. All right. We got more folks coming in. Hey, family. Hey, family. Boy, y'all loading up this evening. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Yep. Come on in.
There you
come
go.
on in.
There you go. There you go. Keep
All
coming.
right. We're going to start off,
Uh,
Big B.
Apostle
Prophetess in
Halsey.
the house is Reverend.
Yeah, Rev's in there. I
Hey,
just
let's
saw
get
him.
Reverend Halsey.
Yes,
Apostle
sir.
Halsey. Hey, come on, bro.
Halsey, how you doing,
man?
buddy?
All right.
Had that operation today, Dr. Paul, and they removed the port out of my chest. I hit Bill up, let him know, and
Excellent.
I'm on recovery, but I'm
Right.
taking a step in the right direction. Thank God they removed the
Thank God.
port out of my chest.
Yeah, man.
Yes. Let's give him a hand, y'all.
Yes,
Everybody
sir.
come
Yes,
off
sir.
mute. Let's give him a hand. That's how we want to start off because, Rev,
Yes, I'm happy for you.
we do a
Thank you, Lord.
testimony.
Congratulations.
Continue to
Thank the Lord.
Reverend Halsey in
Thank you,
prayer.
Lord.
Let's get our hands in order.
Amen.
Stay
God
on
bless
point.
you.
Dr.
Every-
Paul,
Bless you.
I'm with what they call the best nephrologist down here in South Jersey,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
and my numbers were going the wrong direction. And I prayed and asked the Lord what direction I was going to go because death is not an option for me. I got too much to do. We have too much to do. And the Lord spoke to me and told me to ask for a second opinion.
Mhm.
Now, I didn't have to ask anything. It's my life, but I
Yep.
did ask. Out of respect, I talked to the nephrologist and she said, well, it is your life. I said, yeah, it is my life. I said, can I get a second opinion? And I found, because I was trying to get a hold of you, Dr. Paul, you were just too busy.
Mm.
I ain't seen nothing like it, man. You're a busy dude.
Mm.
You gotta keep it on the horse.
Yeah,
We gotta keep him going, man.
We gotta
Yeah.
clone. We gotta clone that brother.
Well, you know what? We're working on some good stuff, but I can definitely understand that, man.
So
We
what I
try
did,
to point you in the right direction, definitely. If I can't get to you, we try to get those that can help you in that direction. So I'm glad that you were able to reach, that, that person that could really help you with that
Yes, yes,
situation.
yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, I actually found somebody in India because I've been to India twice,
Mm-hmm.
and my wife's mother is Indian, and I found somebody in India, and this is what they said to me. They said over here in the West, he said they got it all wrong. He said they don't treat the root cause of problems. They treat symptoms.
Symptoms. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he
That's
said
true.
everything is throw a pill at it. And they had me on 24 pills, and that stuff had me going bonkers. It was crazy.
Well, then try it
So
again, Mark.
he changed my diet, Dr. Paul. He changed my water intake.
Wow.
He put me on 2 herbs per meal, and my blood pressure and my blood sugar, which was up close to 300.
Wow.
Blood sugar went down Bill down to 82,
Okay.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
and my blood pressure dropped down to 130
All right. See.
in less
see?
than
That's it. That's
less
it.
than 2 weeks.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah, that's right. That's
And
right.
when I went to the DaVita center where I go to for dialysis, I came in there in a wheelchair.
Mm.
In less than 2 months, I went from a wheelchair to a walker to a cane
Wow.
to
Well,
nothing to I drive myself.
I know that's right.
There
I know
you
that's
go.
right.
There you go.
I know. That's right. See, he trying to keep up with us, Dr.
Yeah.
Paul, us young brothers.
And all the doctors, the nurses, all of the technicians said, when you come in here, we stabilize you or you go downhill. We
Wow.
had nobody in the history of this center go back the other direction.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
means my kidneys are regenerating.
Okay.
Awesome, awesome. Let's
what's up.
give him a hand,
That's right.
family.
That's-
Let's wrap.
yes,
Everybody come
indeed.
off mute. And
Yes,
give
sir. Yes,
Apostle
sir.
Ricky
Yes, sir.
Halsey a hand.
Congratulations.
That's
No.
awesome.
And
That's
that's
what's
what
up.
we say.
Congratulations, you guys.
Randy said,
Congratulations.
it
That's
goes
wonderful.
back.
Congratulations.
And I've been
Yep.
drinking Dr. Paul's green drink, and trust me, and working on that diet. And I went and bought me a Kangen machine,
All right now.
the Kangen machine, and drinking the proper water. It got everybody in the center want to know what the heck is he doing. Quite naturally, I told my boy Dr. Paul. Quite naturally.
I appreciate you, man. Well, you know what, Rev, it's not, we get away from really the concept of godly principles. The universal principles are life begets life. And when you start to put the body and keep it in balance and give it the life it needs, you get dramatic change.
Yes, you
And
do.
the key is we have to balance it out. And that's where everyone has to find their happy balance, where the body says, I like that, continue to keep that going. So I thank you and I applaud you. You're doing great. I'm glad that port is out of you. So that means that, yes, you are doing something that the average person is not doing. They're not
Yes, sir.
coming that way. They're not turning around.
No, and
Yeah.
everybody, the doctors, the nurses, technicians,
Mhm.
they said we've never seen anything like it.
Mm.
It's,
See?
Mm.
nobody goes back the other direction.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they don't know
Wow.
what we know, Doc.
Oh, they
That's
don't
right.
know.
That's right.
We
That's
got an
right.
inside. We got an inside track.
That's right. We got an inside track. Well, thank you so much, man. You set it up for the first of the testimonies.
Yes,
For those
sir.
that are listening for the very first time, this is the testimony we start off with. We say if you have a testimony, concern, comment, anything that you've been trying and doing. And then that, we say if you grab something from this family tree or you've tried something new that you might have heard, we just want to hear what your, little movement, or we say crawl, walk, run,
There you
that
go.
has been
That's right.
about you, because every little step does count towards your victory, which means getting off that medication or whatever your goal is, losing weight, whatever it is. We say start with one, crawl, walk, run. So I'm going to open up the floor to anyone else. Anyone else have a testimony, a concern, anything on that they want to talk about? And this is testimony hour. I want to open up the floor. The floor is officially open.
Dr.
Dr. Paul,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
That's
I have,
Mariah.
I have a testimony,
Okay.
and
Mariah?
Yes.
yeah, the young lady I was crying about last week,
Yes.
she doesn't want to be on the camera, but she wants to speak. Go
Okay.
ahead.
That's fine. Where are you?
I'm here behind the computer.
You can't hear.
Yeah. we
Oh,
can't
okay.
get her, though.
She's with you, Mariah,
Okay,
and ready to
I'm
speak.
gonna go off camera. Go ahead, sit down. Can you hear me?
Get a little closer
Yeah,
to
get a
the
little closer. Yeah.
Here, sit down here.
Dr. Paul, I went from 24 pills
We're
down,
not on the camera.
down to 6.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, that's the way you do it, Doc. That's the way
Yeah.
you do it. You know, weaning off of them slowly but surely. Yeah.
All right, she's ready.
Okay, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Good evening, Dr.
She got to talk loud.
You got to talk louder. We still can't hear you. She's got to be sitting like where you are in the direction that you're sitting, Mariah, because we can hear you
What
well.
about now?
What about now?
Okay, that sounds. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Okay, Dr. Paul, good evening.
There you are. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. First and foremost, I just want to thank you for providing your wisdom and providing information for folk like my mother. And sometimes, you never know who is going to come across, because my mother raves about you and everything is
That's
like
all right.
if she can sneak green drinks in our food, she does. But but I will say this, I have been battling since January of 2022. I have been battling COVID long term. They now say it's long COVID. After getting the vaccine shot. Prior to getting COVID and the vaccine shot, I had lupus, never had to use any type of pharmaceutical medication for my lupus, been able to control it naturally with just, my mother raised us on herbs. When I got COVID January of 2022, I got the vaccine October 2021. Prior to the vaccine, had COVID 3 times, went through the 2-week spell, got better. Got the vaccine October 2021. And of course, this is to each his own. This is just my story. So got the vaccine. I'm not a component of vaccines. However, I have 5 people close to me die of COVID in their 40s, 50s. So I got scared. I'm not going to lie. And so I got the vaccine January. Both my mother and I, we had COVID January of 2022. From there, it just kept this lingering coughing. Every 3 weeks to a month, I was in the hospital. First, it was pneumonia. Then it was bronchitis. It was all these things. 4 months later, still have a cough. And then I'm starting to get what is now like these asthma attacks. Never had asthma before a day in my life. And so they diagnosed me with adult asthma. They started prescribing me prednisone, antibiotics, because now about every 2 to 3 months, I'm having an asthma attack where it's affecting my breathing. I have to go into the hospital. They would treat me, send me home. The last 2 bouts have been the worst. Last week, I was rushed to the hospital. And it starts off as like somewhat of an allergic reaction, turns into an asthma attack. I know to get my breathing machine immediately to try to control it. This day we couldn't get I didn't have my breathing machine. They called 911. For whatever reason, it took about 45 minutes to an hour that I went without that was at least over 20%, so when I got to the hospital, they said my lungs and my throat closed up. They put me on the ventilator. You had to put a steel tube down my throat just to open me up. And I was on life support. Wow. God is truly amazing, because I didn't even know I was, on life support. Of course, you don't know that. And I was in a coma. 3 days later, I wake up. My family is telling me what happened, and they are saying that they're going to take the ventilator off of me, but they've never seen anyone have the ventilator come off of them so fast. It just they said this is they never seen this. So they take the ventilator off of me. Now, prior to this, I want you to know that yes, the one green drink, the one nutrients that my mother gives us is that green drink, that powder. Like she lives by that. And and I know I can do a better job with my my eating habits, but it's these things that I have a friend that's a nurse, so she questioned them like, what's her oxygen, her gas level, or whatever.
But tell them how
Yeah.
you
I will say that once they kept me there, they said I had COVID pneumonia that time. I'm back home, but the nutrients that I tried to get from the drink, I can tell you that it helps me regain my strength slowly
right.
but surely.
Yes,
All right,
yes.
I was very, very tired. And I'm trying not to even do the multivitamin pill form. And so when I take the drink, I can feel the energy, the slow boost of like the energy in a natural way, in a natural.
Yes. Yes. And what was your name again? Let me get your name.
My name is Tania.
Tania.
Okay,
Let's
Tania.
everybody come off of mute.
Congratulations,
and give Tania a
Tania.
hand. Congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Awesome testimony to the tree through your mama.
Awesome.
Okay,
I can do it
testimony.
all.
I just want to say, first of all, as I said, I thank you for having God to have you put together these substances or these natural things to help us combat whatever is out here. I just want to say, like this, whatever this COVID thing is, it is real. It's very serious. It is still running rapid. When I was in the hospital, they said the hospital was full of COVID patients. And that is something people just don't hear.
They don't understand.
On the outside.
That's right.
But I'm also thankful and I'm mindful of when this thing first happened, a lot of people left out in a body bag. So I continuously fight through this COVID ordeal. So I'm always open to whatever science and things that you guys are doing on a natural remedy. But I will say that this COVID, all my life, we've always had natural remedies to combat stuff. Golden seal, echinacea, dandelion root. This COVID has been the one thing that for whatever reason, the natural things that I do, it's like I'll get good for a minute.
Right.
And then it's like, every year I'm battling COVID
Tania,
this is 4 times a year.
No, Tania, I want to pause it right there. I want to just say right there, I hear you. I hear you. Because what's happening is what I've gone on, and Big B, you've heard me say this a million times. I tell them that people's lymphatic systems are backing up. And when the lymphatic system is backing up, the toxins are staying in the system. We're not getting rid of them. So that's why we say, come on in, get an assessment. That's what the RM3 that we're doing does. It measures 8 risk factors. See, people don't realize until they come in and they see this thing in action, and they can say, wow, and this you can see it of how the system is backing up. Most people are not also assimilating. They're not assimilating the nutrients, so you can't get it in and you can't get it out. So it creates an environment in which a toxicity is in the system like a sludge and can't go nowhere. So that creates the environment for all bacteria, virus, fungus, sepsis, parasites, everything. So that's why we have to continuously eat and eliminate. You got to eat whatever time you eat. You eat 3 times a day, you should be eliminating 3 times a day. There's universal principles that we got to get back into. So come on in, get an assessment. I'll put you on point, and we'll make sure that we get you back on schedule, okay? So that
I will definitely do that. Can I ask one question before I go?
Okay.
And this is until I get to see you.
Mhm.
what are some strategies? Because it seems, just like I said, the correlation of I'll get better for like, 30 days, but then it's like whenever I get an infection, it's stronger than the last. Or
Right.
it's like I'm going through these. What are some strategies that I can do right now
Well,
to
the first thing you can do is go to my website and
Yes.
download the top 10 toxic foods. Because you
Okay.
got to know what to absolutely stay away from. See, the
Okay.
problem is we'll keep putting these things back in our system. So you do, two things good, and then you do 3, 4, 5 things bad. And then we're going in and we're balancing. We call that splitting the fence. So we don't want to split the fence. We got to know where we are. So when you come in, I'm gonna show you how to drink water. You got to get your water right, right? And I'm sure your
Okay.
mom's gonna tell you about the right water. So you
Right.
got to stay on point, and then when you stay on point, that's how we keep this thing in balance. So that's why every person has their own, what they have to do, their own
Right.
schedule, what they have to do. So that's why we have to do an assessment first. So come
Okay.
on in, and I put you on point, and we get you straight. So thank you
Okay,
so
thank
much.
you so much.
I appreciate you so much for that testimony. You just helped somebody this evening. You just really
Uh,
helped somebody.
I need an herb now to help stop her from working my nerves, running around here like she's 19 years old.
Haraya,
yeah.
that only prayer can help that. That's
That's a
prayer.
good prayer herb right there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And by the way, Dr.
All right.
Paul, I'll put the link in for the download. So if she
Okay,
wants to,
good.
she can just click there and just download it. She'll
What a
have it right there.
powerful
Yes.
testimony that was. Excellent.
Yes,
Dr.
yes.
So, all right. Let me
Paul,
go.
Dr. Paul, when you in these hospitals and you talking to these doctors, one of the things that you gave us that I always remember and I never forget, know who's talking to you.
Yes. That's right. You got to
Very-
know who you're talking to and who's talking to you.
I know
because
that's
their
right. I know that's right.
Sometimes the philosophy is not your philosophy,
Yep.
and then who is the greatest converter? We are the
We are.
converters.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you are the CEO of the corporations. So, it's not our way, it's together. You got to do it not
There you-
one way, but it's both ways. You got to have
There
that
you go.
communication.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
thank you, I appreciate you.
All
All
right,
right, is
now,
there another one?
is there
that we
another
can go? Is there
testimony?
another testimony? And is there another testimony?
Could I speak to that young lady?
Yeah,
Okay,
Nazi,
we
go
just
ahead.
doing the testimonies right now. We're trying to get those testimonies. You
Okay.
want to, can we just want to get through this first? Can we do that?
Okay.
So, all right. So if anyone just has a testimony, we want to make sure everyone is just express their concern if they have a concern of something that they want to share. All right. All right, Big B. I think we are good.
Yeah, I
think
think
we're
so.
good. No more testimonies. That's a good way to
Dr.
start.
Paul,
Yes.
I have a testimony.
Go ahead, Sheila.
Okay, who is that? Sheila?
Sheila Wilson.
Hey,
Yes.
Sheila.
Yes.
What's up, Sheila? I know
Dr.
that
Paul.
voice. I know that voice. What's up?
Dr. Paul, remember I came to you, well, I had used some kind of laundry detergent,
Okay.
and it had turned my skin on both sides of my stomach black.
Yes.
It was that OxyClean.
Yes, I remember this. Yes.
And when I
Yes.
called you, I was in tears, and you was trying to tell me what to do, but my mental state was in a different country.
Mhm.
I could not understand anything you were saying because I never experienced anything with my skin. I never had eczema. My skin was always smooth.
Mhm.
And I had put on this garment. I washed it with OxyClean. And when I fastened it, I felt like it was 50 mosquitoes on both sides of my stomach,
Ooh.
itching. And when I took it off, both sides were black. And they was like bumps, and it was, just my skin just looked like another person. And when I spoke to you, you said that sounds like a chemical burn.
Yes.
And so you told me, you said, you told me what to take, and you put me on Golden Seal, and you told me to follow the way
Protocol.
your protocol, correct?
Mhm.
Yes. And I started doing it, and then my whole skin, my arms, everything changed. And I looked like I was half black, half something else. And after I started doing what you told me to do, my skin started changing and it started clearing up. And and you was like, you know, get your water right. You know, follow, don't eat a lot of junk. I would eat sugar, and the sugar would make me itch at night. I would walk the floor just
Yes, it
itching.
will.
Yes, it will. You know that sugar.
So you told me to get some I think it was walnut, black walnut,
Black
and
walnut.
golden seal. And I did it because after a while it started burning. It was just a weird situation. It seems like it's something that I couldn't shake. And and it happened, and as soon as the pandemic happened, my father had just passed. He was 99 years old. He died in November. All of this came down on me in March, right before the pandemic. And I was going through, everybody was told to stay in. I was staying in because I couldn't do no better. And I didn't get the shot because I said I got enough in me anyway. I don't need nothing else.
There you go.
So,
that's right. You got that right.
And then I couldn't sweat. And you told me to get the try to do something to make me sweat. And so when the summertime came, I have central air. I turned it off so that I would get hot in my house. And I started sweating. I felt better. And I was like, what is it? Why come I can't sweat normally? And I remember you saying the lymphatic system, when it backs up, and it's the truth. It's the truth, Dr. Paul. That lymphatic system is something.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So I started looking up different things that I could take to help move it. You know, I saw lemon juice moves it. Different things. I got on I got on that exercise thing that you jump up and down.
The rebounder. Yep.
The rebounder. I started getting on that. And then I have a stationary bike downstairs. I would get on that. So
well, you know, Sheila, you doing it. You know, everybody, I want to say, come off of mute and give Sheila a hand.
Yes, sir.
She
Yes,
is
sir.
doing
Yes, sir.
it.
That's
Congratulations, Sheila.
Congratulations, Sheila.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Be the glory.
Congratulations, Sheila. Yes.
Congratulations,
That's what I'm
Sheila.
talking about.
thank you.
Congratulations,
Sheila. You're the one that
Thank-
gave me Dr. Paul's number.
Congratulations.
That's
That's
right.
right.
Mela.
Sheila's one that started us with this.
Oh,
Hallelujah.
wow. Sheila,
All right. All right. All
Look
right.
at the ambassador. You get
Each one
ambassadorship
reach
tonight,
one.
right?
There you go. That's it. Come on. Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
Well,
sir.
Dr. Paul, this is Diane. I have a couple of testimonies.
Okay.
For one is everybody that you recommend on the calls or whatever and on the Zoom, I have seen all of them. I've seen Dr. Lenny, which is fantastic. I had a crook in my neck about 3 months ago. I thought it was a crook, but it wasn't a crook. I needed some structure. I'm actually treating with Dr. Lenny. And I thank you, Dr. Lenny, if you're on, because I don't have that crook. And he is awesome. I go to Dr. Lenny at least once a week for the last, I would say, about 3 months. I used to couldn't walk up the steps really well. Now I could use both feet opposed to walking.
Go ahead
up
with your
one
bad
step
self.
Go
at a
ahead with
time.
your
Shut your bad self, girl.
So,
Wow.
Dr. Lenny,
Dr. Ellie, you got a kicking.
tonight, and I don't speak on these calls, but I want to give you some love, Dr. Lenny, for taking me to the next level, because I'm in the process 6 months away from retiring, and I want to have all my body in shape.
There you go. There you go.
That.
Let's give her a hand.
All right. All right. All right.
I also want to give Dr.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Congratulations.
So I also took the opportunity
Congratulations.
and actually saw Dr. Eloise last Saturday.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Dr. Eloise, yes.
Yes, that was a awakening in my life to prepare me to exit out. So
That's
I
right.
thank you, Dr. Louise, for that that day we had together that transitioned me of not worrying what I'm going to come out to do and all of that. So I want to give that to her. As you
Awesome.
know, I'm going to give everything to you, Dr. Paul, because I come to you faithfully every 6 months, like you my MD, and
As
I
your
will be
primary care.
seeing you on the 30th.
I
So
hear you.
I'm
All
already
right.
in the book for that.
Bless
So
your
I
heart.
just want to express to the family that everything that Dr. Paul, when he put someone up on the platform, those people I go to see just to verify that along with his treatment and what he's giving out to the family, those recommendations are very true people and they're naturopathic people.
All
And
right,
that's
all
where
right.
I want to be. I don't want to be about medication. I don't want to be about eating a bunch of meat and not being able to go to the next 10 years or 20 years in my life.
All
So
right.
that's why I invest in my body. Prior to that, I could have been spending $50 at a dinner or $100 eating a bunch of meat. So I
Well,
invest that money into doing and taking me to the next level. So I just want to thank you so much, Dr. Paul, for what you do to not only for me, but
Well,
to the
thank you.
entire family that
Well,
is on
thank
this
you.
call. And
Well,
I'm
thank
on
you so much. I
faithfully.
say thank you so much for those kind words. You know, I say to God be the glory. I
amen.
just
There we
stand
go.
in the state. I just
Amen.
stand in the gap and just say, you know, lead the people
Amen.
the way they should go. So I thank you so much for your kind words. But that's
Amen.
God. We say God is doing it all. So thank you so much. But it's always
Amen.
good to get a
Amen.
testimony.
Hallelujah.
The testimonies continue to do the good work. And
Thank
yes,
you.
we got a
Yes.
network team of great people that are doing some awesome things. Dr. Lenny, is Dr. Lenny
Yeah,
on?
Dr. Lenny's here.
Somebody's on mute. Somebody
Yeah,
needs
there
to
we
go
go.
on mute.
We're,
Yeah,
we're
somebody
good.
needs to
Dr.
go on mute.
Lenny's there.
Okay, Doc, where you at, Doc? I don't see him, so
I'm looking at his
What's up,
face.
Doc?
Go
what's
ahead,
up, Doc?
You
I
see
see
my
you over there,
shine?
man. Yeah, I see
We
you
got you
shine,
now.
man. You got the light right behind your head, too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, you hear those accolades, man. You know, you're
Definitely,
doing great work, buddy. You
Diane
know,
is a sweet, sweet person, and I really appreciate you connecting me with such wonderful people, Doc. And I echo what Diane said. I thank you and appreciate you for who you are, and you have some amazing, amazing people in your tribe here, and it's a pleasure to learn from you and to be on the journey together with you, man.
thank you so much, Doc. And I
See,
say,
hey,
you know,
listen, listen what Dr. Lenny said. He said, your tribe. Hallelujah.
that's
Don't
right.
you know it?
That's right. That's right. There you go.
See that? That's
So
what's up,
thank you
Dr.
so
L.
much. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
you so much. All right.
Yeah, buddy.
And
All right.
Doc, you got anything you got anything you want to drop on the family? Anything going on over at Summit Spine Wellness right now? You want to drop on us?
We're just doing our thing, Doc, but just a little PSA. Always just try and stay mindful of how you hold your body. It
That's
definitely is simple, straightforward, and so easy, but these little things and what we're on here, they can really wreak a lot of havoc, and just the takeaway, I think, can go a long way. And you see so much of that front end, back end, and it wreaks havoc on your body. And life's tough enough. So
that's right. That's right.
try and stay aware of that.
All right, let's give Dr. Lenny a hand over there.
Yes,
y'all.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It makes all the difference in the world.
Thanks, Doc. I appreciate you, man. Much love, buddy. All right. I got
Thank you,
somebody's
and much
on
love,
my
Dr.
bell.
Lenny.
Big B, grab somebody else. Somebody just rang my bell. I'll be right.
What did you say? See, he just disappeared. Okay.
Hi, Dr. Lenny.
Who was that? Oh, that's Lydia. All right. Let me just say this. Is there anybody that has a special message for Dr. Lenny while he's on with us? Anybody?
Can I say something to Dr. Lenny?
Sure, Kathleen, go right ahead.
Dr. Lenny, it's been a little bit since I came to visit you, but you remember I had trouble with my knee. You and my husband had to get me out of the chair with you, and you told me that you sent your mother, because I live in Jersey, to Dr. Manish. And I went to him. I did a lot of treatment with him. And last week I gave a testimony that I had lost 50 pounds. But Dr. Lenny, I would have never, ever been able to exercise if I hadn't gone to you and got connected. Awesome. Thank you very much.
My pleasure that sharing my tribe with everybody else here. So that's awesome, and happy to, Kathleen, and great that you were able to get to a great friend of mine, and he took great care of you. So awesome. Great job. Great job.
Dr. Lenny, I have a compliment to you. My friend,
go ahead, Marcy
Morton,
Shirley Horton. She came in today, or either Lorraine Horton.
Yes.
She is my best friend and my keyboard player. And I thank you so much because she suffered for years until you touched her and put her in the right direction. And I thank you so much because we are the best friends and she's the best keyboard player in my life as well. And I'm her bass player.
Awesome.
All right, all right.
Bass player,
well.
so you
Go ahead, Marcy.
All right, awesome,
My
awesome,
pleasure. Thank
awesome.
They jam. They sure
That's
do
right,
jam.
they jam now. Marcy, the first time I met Marcy, she threw a drum in my face. Say, hey, good morning, she said.
I got to check that out.
I want to say again, Dr. Lenny, because I'm doing my 80th birthday and she said, oh, I don't think I'll be able to play. My shoulder and my neck, I can't. And now she told me yesterday, I am seeing Dr. Lenny this morning and we're going to get ready to do our jam.
I know that's right.
I love it.
Wow.
How long do we have, Marcy? How long do we have?
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you, dear.
All
All
right.
right, all right.
Okay, Big B, who do we have up here, buddy? Let's
Okay,
go to the line.
up in the corner.
I may have to break out a little bit earlier this
All right.
evening at about 8:45, somewhere
All right.
around there. So let's try to get everybody in as much as we can.
All right.
Try to
Why
dress
don't we
them
start up in the corner and get Neetha? Neetha, you're right on the top up there.
Yep. Hey, Neetha.
You're muted, Neetha.
I forgot to
There,
mute.
there you go.
Greetings, everyone. How are you doing?
All right.
All right.
Good. Dr. Paul, I just want you to break down for me quickly regarding the waters. There are the 4 waters that you mentioned that we should stay away from, and I do. And when I teach, I tell them that, but I want the specific reason as to what's wrong with the filter, what's wrong with the purified, what's wrong with the distilled, and what's wrong with the reosmos.
Yes. So remember, hydrogen, greatest source of energy in the universe. So whenever there's hydrogen, that's energy. Every cell in our body, we have
Mute
about
Stephanie.
150
Mute Stephanie.
Make sure you mute, y'all. Mute yourself. Mute yourself. There's 150 trillion cells in the body, and every one of them has a little car engine. That car engine is hydrogen. So what we want to do is make sure we're fueling those hydrogen because that's where our white and red blood cells live in. But remember, there's waters out here that where they pull the hydrogen, they pull the charge. So if they pull the charge, that's dead water. That's going to spin you into a state of what's called acidosis.
Okay.
That's it, right? So when you're in a state of acidosis, now the body is in an acid wheel spin, which means, which way is that, by the way? Y'all remember which way is that spin? Does that spin right or left? Do you remember
To
that?
the left. To the left.
Yes, to the left. And then that's tearing down. So now when you're in that state, the body's in a crisis now. The body goes into a crisis and says, well, wait a minute, I'm going to have to spin you back alkaline. I need alkaline. So what am I going to do? I'm going to look for that homeostasis. So if you're not giving it to me, I'm going to pull it from you. So those waters will cause your body to now pull calcium from your hip, your knees, your joints, your ligaments, your connective tissue. They're trying to buffer the acid. So that's why when people start to have those teeth, the purified, filtered, reverse osmosis, and distill, they'll start to loosen your teeth. It'll knock all your teeth out. Right? So it'll rot them out. So what we want to do, the reverse osmosis is, the filtered is bad, number one, because if you're pulling it, if it's purified or filtered, you got to ask the $1 million question, what was it before you had it? It was bad water. Got it? So you had to filter and you had to purify it. So that's probably regular tap water. That's the reason why. The reverse osmosis, they take it from a portion of what they're doing is they're distilling the water, and that means pulling all minerals, but then they say, we're going to put our electrolytes back in it. And they said for taste and for balance. Guess what their electrolytes are? Cheap white salt. That's what it is. And that's refined. And what's that going to spin you? That's going to spin you acid. And in most cases, when you open the bottle, that would be like your essential, you know, the essential waters, or there's one called Alkaline 88. Whatever they advertise, you know, the alkalinity, that's usually the reverse osmosis. So those waters, if you open them up, they're going to start to lose the charge. Got it? So those are bad waters. And of course, the last one is distilled. Distilled water is simply for, we say, making sure things don't oxidize, right? Right? Your iron,
Put it
or
in your eye.
machinery parts or biological experiments. Got it? That's what they're for. So that has no use in the body because it's only going to spin you acid. So really, what are we saying with all of these waters? We're saying protect your pH. You got to protect the potential for hydrogen. That's your potential growth of life or tearing down, death. Got it? So we want to have the most hydrogen in the body, in the system. So that's why we want a spring water found in its purest fine, deep in the earth, untouched by air. So when they tap it at the source. And that's going to be in the earth. That's already been filtered by the earth with the minerals, everything. So basically, when they tap it, when you open the bottle, that's the first time it touches air. Can't you see, God? If you say see God, you ain't
You ain't looking. I know that's right.
So that's why, you know, a lot of what we're looking for, we just want to look for, stay away from those waters that have been manipulated. Or if they had to do something to it, leave it alone. That's
okay. I just want to be able to, I like giving reasons why.
Yes, absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
I don't want to tell someone something. I need to come back with a reason why, and I need to be able to understand it fully.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to know. And with the vinegars,
Good job.
like the apple cider vinegars and things like that, and the different vinegars like salad dressing, the balsamic vinegar, we need to stay away from that because of the
acid spin. Yes, because remember, only life begets life. And remember, technically, if you look on the carcinogen level, that is considered a carcinogen. It's dying, it's destroyed. Ferment means to die, it's dying. So that's like if you had a bag of apples and those apples started to rot, they're going to eventually turn into smelling like vinegar. So that actually, when you take that, see, that came from the ball players who wanted to actually lose weight when they were playing basketball. So they would take a hot, you know, the apple cider vinegar, take a little bit of the, you know, the regular water, and then they would take a little bit of honey. And they would make a little toddy, and then that would help them metabolize to burn weight. Well, people say, oh, well, it worked for them. Maybe it helped for me. But no, that's an 18-year-old that plays baseball or basketball or football, whatever, and they are spinning already alkaline. You take it, and it's going to spin you acid. And then that's when it goes after your joints, your ligaments, your connective tissue. I have people coming in all the time. They say, oh, I love my apple cider vinegar. Everybody got arthritis because it's going after your bones. The pH on that is like a 4.2 to a 3.5. That's pure acid. That's like liquid fire in your veins.
Have mercy.
So you see what happens. That's why we got to stay away from this stuff. Only life begets life.
To life. There we go.
We got to bring that life in there. Keep that life in there. Got it? All right.
All right,
Well, they have a heck of a PR team because people swear by it.
Oh yeah, and guess
no
what? Everybody that swear about it either lost all their teeth, or they got arthritis, or they got a hip replacement.
Hey guys, bear this in mind.
And hip replacement.
Yes, bear this in mind. If you actually go into an office, or should I say an advertising room, right, and you find out that 80 to 90% of the stuff that they advertise is not good for you.
Yeah,
you think about that. Health-wise, it's not good for you.
And remember, we're always sold on things that are byproducts.
Yes, of something else.
Byproducts of its original source, or something that's dying. You know, they've convinced us that eating, you know, you're eating dead food, expecting life. You can't do that. You can't eat dead and expect life. It don't work like that.
Right.
Only life is life. So that's why we got to get away from but they woven it into our culture. And they have given us no knowledge, of course, so people don't have anything to stand on. So we really struggle with a lot of the things that they promote when they market it. They're pushing it hard. They really are.
Real hard.
Yep.
All right, Dr. Paul. Jay is right after Neetha. Jay, you there?
Thank you, Neetha.
Thanks,
Good stuff.
Neetha.
That was a good one. Yeah.
All right, Jay, you there? If not, we'll go right on to Bianca.
Yes, I'm
Okay,
here.
there we
Can you
go.
hear me?
Hey, Bianca.
All right. Go ahead, Jay.
I'm right here. This is Jay.
Okay.
Hi, how are you?
Hey,
Okay,
Jay.
I'm calling about congestive heart failure. Is there something that really takes care of that to open those arteries up? Can it be clear? Yeah, the vessels up.
Yeah. Yeah. We gave out
Okay.
the dilators. So you got to look for more of the dilation. So things like see what's happening is the vessels in the arteries and veins, the dilation, the endothelial is actually starting to slow down. And a lot of that comes from things like watch the processed foods, watch the refined sugar, refined salts. And what's happening is when they stop moving, see, the heart has to pump, but then have to pump it back to the heart. And if it can't pump it back to the heart, it gets congested. Then that's when they have congestive heart failure.
Heart failure.
So
Right.
now you're looking at things that dilate. So we have a list that I don't know if we have that list. Prophets usually has a list, but I can just give off the top of my head. Things like cayenne pepper. You got it?
Okay.
Cayenne pepper. That
Right.
dilates. We also have the parsley. We have
Okay.
the asparagus. We
Okay.
have the celery. We
Okay.
have the bok choy.
Okay.
Yep. Did I say parsley?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you said parsley,
Parsley.
you said
Yep,
bok choy.
parsley. Let's see. There are other herbs that we use that, especially the allium family. The allium family is high on the list. I highly recommend the allium family, which would be any of the red onion, starting with the highest being the red onion, down to the scallions, including garlic. Those are all good.
Right.
See, that's
Now,
going to get things moving.
someone at the herb store recommended, I think, alpha lipoic acid. Is that for that or
Sure.
no?
Alpha lipoic acid, glutathione. Yep, they all are good. See, all of these things are like they're all just binding to pull things out of you. Also vitamin C. Vitamin C.
Oh, good. Vitamin C. I have the
Yeah.
that what is that? That orange powder, the highest one from the store. So that would
The
be good.
camu. The
I think
camu.
so.
Yeah,
I
the
think I
camu
had that.
camu is excellent. That is actually one of the highest of the vitamin C's that you can get. And that's the one I highly recommend. No ascorbic acid.
Right.
No ascorbic acid, right? Yeah.
Okay, I have two more questions. Now, because of that, my mom is in the hospital with that, and now she can't walk. So, is there anything that we can do to help her to walk?
Well, when someone is in the hospital, you're under the auspice and the care of the
Yes.
hospital.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Because you can't do nothing. You can't take them nothing. They're going to be very limited because there's protocol involved because we're talking about insurance now. You can basically keep the water, make sure she's getting plenty of water. You can ask the doctor if she can have things like green drinks, because that's usually if there's one thing that the doctors have all approved of, it's my green drink. They've
Yes.
actually said, and that's what people that are in the hospital, they'll, show them the ingredients, show them on there. Everything's natural, everything's organic. And plus it's land and sea. So it's
Yeah.
raising the pH. So not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent
Right.
disease, it's food for the soul. You just go ahead and tell them, hey, this is where we need to give her some nutrients. It's usually the food in the hospital. That's the problem.
Yes, it's been
Yes,
terrible.
Lord.
It's
Isn't that the
been
truth?
terrible. They're giving her water ice, and when I read that label, it was the worst label I've seen in my life.
Yep.
It was sugar was the first, and then high fructose corn syrup was the second, and then it was just nothing but a chemical. Okay, and what about coconut water? It's like she was dehydrated too because they were giving her the water pill, the bumetanide. So she was dehydrated and all. So is the coconut water a good electrolyte?
Sure, absolutely. That's the green drink, coconut water, all these things are life. You just got to continuously give her those things. Keep her hydrated, get the right water. Usually the waters they give you in
No,
the
I don't take it.
hospitals.
I know about
Right.
the water. I have
It's
a big
reverse
gallon.
osmosis. Yeah.
Right. I have the gallon of the water that you recommend. I have the gallon of that, and I wouldn't allow them to give her the water from the hospital. So the last thing is they want to give her B12 shots and all. Now, is the B12 shots in the hospital okay, or should I get
No,
like
well, this is what you got to do. You remember we did a whole piece on the types of B12. Got it? So remember, cyanocobalamin is the bad one. Cyano, CYANO. Cobalamin.
CYANO.
Cobalamin.
And what's that last word? I know I'm
Cobalamin.
Cobalamin. COBALAMIN. Okay, you want the one that says methyl cobalamin.
Okay, that
Those are the
one.
ones.
And get
Yeah, they're usually going to
methyl.
administer they're going to give you the cyano. That's the one that's in all of the, multivitamins and everything. It's in children's vitamins. It's everywhere. So
Okay,
you don't
so
want that
from
one.
the hospital, I don't want the B12 shot.
Well, like I said, you got to make sure you get the right one. Got it? You got to make sure you
Okay.
get the right one. Just ask them, can they get you the other one, the methyl, methyl, methyl cobalamin.
Cobalamin. Okay.
Right.
Thank you
That's what
so
I would
much.
ask for.
All right,
Okay,
Jay.
Jay. Thank you
y'all
so
so
much.
Very good.
Appreciate
Very
you.
good. Thanks so
All
much.
right,
They're only
good
gonna-
stuff.
All
They're
right.
only going to have the cyanocobalamin because the hospitals are contracted to use that.
So what you
Oh,
can probably do, this is what you can probably do. And this
Okay.
is to give an alternative. You can say, I have an alternative B12 I'd like to give them and present it to them and just get the right one and present it to them that way. That could be an option if you have the primary, if you get to the primary in time that say, hey, this is a better one. We like to go with this one. See what they say. All right.
Okay.
Vitamin C.
Okay. Thank
What
you.
All
form of
right.
vitamin C? What form of vitamin C are you saying to take?
Camu. It's the company, there's one that's called Purely C.
Yeah, Purely C. That's what I have. Yeah.
Purely C. That's a good one.
Okay.
And you can
All right.
use that one. All right.
Okay, Jay, moving on. Bianca, you there? Can I get to all
that-
these folks before your
Who
time?
did you say?
Bianca.
Oh, okay. Hi, everyone. Hi, Dr.
Hey,
Paul.
what's up, Bianca?
What's up? So, speaking of Purely C, am I able to give that to a 16-year-old?
Sure, it's food. It's food.
Okay, so if he has a cold, can I up the dose or just stay with the 3
I think
capsules a day?
well, if he's never had it before, you always stick to the what's recommended first. Just keep them consistent. The main thing with the young folks, you got to keep them off the sugar and the salt and the bad food. That's really it. Keep them hydrated. The biggest problem I'm seeing is the junk foods. And I don't know if y'all just saw the study that just came out today. Did y'all see the latest study today? That the highest rate of colon rectal cancer is in the children.
It's in the children. Yes.
Did you see this?
Oh,
Did y'all see this?
About
This
it
came
has
out
something to
through
do
the World
with
News
obesity,
tonight,
right?
y'all.
Yeah,
It's World
man.
News tonight. And it's the most aggressive and fast moving than any of them.
Yes, sir.
And they're saying it's changing the biodome of the gut.
Yeah.
But my thing is, wait a minute. You had this thing called bioengineered. You're messing with the food.
That's
So maybe there's a connection here, family. What's going on? How come everybody's ignoring the big elephant in the room? Everything's genetically modified. All the candy is modified. All the cakes, the cookies, the pies, everything in the whole Mars family is genetically modified. All you got to do is look at it. And just when people are checking out when you're checking out of the register, they got it right in the place where the little hands can grab them.
Yes, sir.
You got it. That's
yes,
it.
sir.
You got to remember this. It's the life begets life again. You're putting dead in the body. So it's something that is bioengineering. Why do you got to bioengineer something? It's been good. The company been around for 100 years. Well, all of a sudden, y'all want to bioengineer? Why is everything bioengineered? I can't understand this. And then we're going to wonder why everybody can't get their gut right. They're not assimilating. You got cancers now that are aggressive, 3rd and 4th stage already with children. This was world news tonight, y'all.
Yep.
This is crazy. Wow. This is crazy. So this goes back to, again,
They don't care
we
nothing
gotta
about
get
us.
it. You gotta get it together with what are you putting? You gotta question everything.
Yeah.
This food.
Yeah. Someone just said they don't care, and that's true. But we have to care as parents because we can read.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
We
I'm
can-
talking
There
about
you
the
go.
systems. The systems
I
making all this
understand that.
money.
I understand that, but we
have to care, of course.
do it. We have to read instructions. We have to stay away from these food, well, not instructions, ingredients.
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
I don't purchase anything unless I read those ingredients and
Yeah.
the mixture.
I
And if
don't
they're
understand how that's
ingredients
You gotta
that
read.
you
You know what?
read
This is
and
this is
don't
a funny thing.
understand, then you need to
Yes.
stay away
That's
from.
right. You know, it's a funny thing, right? But I look at it and I chuckle,
Read.
but now that chuckle is
Read.
now getting very concerning because
Mhm.
I remember as a situation, I had a grandmother taking care of the young man, and he was, you know, grossly overweight, you know, and he was for his age. He was about maybe 12, 13 years old, maybe. He was huge. He was size was like way, you know, and he was just eating. His skin was erupting and everything. She brought him in. She says, "Well, I can't stop him from eating all this stuff. He got candy under his pillow. He got it under his bed. He got it everywhere. And I
Who's
keep,
buying?
and I clean it up. And I said, wait a minute, does he have a job?
I know that's right.
Where is he getting it from? You're buying it. You got it. So that's where it comes in with education. We got to start to educate the parents, and they'll stop bringing the stuff in there. Don't tempt them and lead good examples. That means you don't do it.
There you go. There you go.
All right. Good
Right.
stuff. Good stuff.
My second question, Dr. Paul, is and you might have said this a while back, but I can't remember.
Okay.
Does it matter which sea moss we take, whether it's Honduras sea moss or is it Irish sea moss?
Well, I think you just make sure you get it from a reputable source, someone that you
Okay.
know that's getting it from. You know, we have CMOS Man that gets it. I trust him. I trust him. CMOS Man, he has broken it down where he gets some of the best. The purple is the very best.
Very,
'Cause
very
it
best.
has the anthocyanins, and the anthocyanins is actually added extra. That the extra purple pigmentation of that
Good evening,
actually
Ken.
adds an antioxidant that does wonders for your body. So it's excellent if you can get the purple, but any of it, just make sure it's coming from a good source. Got it?
Okay, can someone put his information in the chat?
Yeah, actually, Derek, let me see here. I'll look for it while we're going through it, okay?
I
And I'll
have
see
it
if I
right
can
here, Dr. Paul. It's 410.
Can you put it in
Okay,
the
can you
chat,
put it in
Celia?
there? Can you
Yeah,
put it
but
in
for
there?
those who
Sid?
can't read the chat,
Right.
410
Mhm.
739 5762.
Okay, thank you so much, Celia. Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
Dr. Paul, what's the active ingredient you said that's in purple sea moss that make it so valuable is what was that word?
Well, anthocyanin. Yes,
Anthocyanin.
anthocyanin. Yeah, anthocyanins are any of the purple or the blue colors that are with, you know, that's what gives it the ability. That's good for your eyes. It's good for your blood. You know, it's just done so many things. It's benefits that deal with blood and immune system. And that little kick makes so much of a difference with things like ocular issues. So anthocyanins, you got it? You know how to spell it? ANTHOCYANIN. Anthocyanins. With an S though, put an S at the end. And you can even punch in things like anthocyanin benefits if you want to see more of like what it can actually do. All right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you much. Appreciate y'all. Y'all going in
Okay.
today. Y'all
All
got
right,
like
thank
y'all
you.
get
All right,
with it
Bianca.
today.
Very
I
good. Very
love
good.
it.
All
Good
right, Kathleen
questions.
Jackson, you're up next. Kathleen.
Questions.
Okay.
Dr. Paul.
Dr.
Hi.
Paul, so talking about what you just mentioned about the bioengineer, and I got two questions. How do you know by reading the labels that that's the case?
It says it on the label.
It does say that?
Yep, it says made with bioengineered ingredients.
Wow.
You want to
Check
go
the
all the way down.
Cheerios.
All right, well, pay
All our
attention.
cookies
It's
and
important.
cereals.
Right, watch it all the way down to the bottom of your ingredients.
Yeah, you
They're
gotta
usually
read.
they're always gonna put it at the bottom because they know nobody reads.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they do. So they're
Yeah.
gonna put it at the very bottom. And I've been checking the
In small
cereal.
print.
Majority of,
course.
I would say 90% of the cereal is all genetically modified.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
all of it.
Okay,
All of it.
thank you. And the other thing is, what causes varicose veins and how do you get rid of them?
Yeah, varicose veins has everything to do with waste trapped in your legs. It's your lymphatic system. That's what it is. Can't move. You know, so that gets back to lymphatic drainage. You can do lymphatic massages. You can go right to YouTube and punch in lymphatic massage. It shows you how to do open up the gate, which will be in your inguinal, right in your area of the groin.
Groin, yes.
Massage, and you would move it towards your heart. That's where you would move it forward. But I would say just get a good educational piece is just to go to YouTube. Now, you can also do lymphatic drainage herbs. There are a few that I recommend in liquid forms that can be added directly to green drinks. Okay, not to diagnose, treat, kill, prevent any disease, just food for the soul. One is called Lymphotonic. Lymphotonic, Lymphtonic. And the other one is called Mary Ruth Lymphatic Detox. That's what it's called. So either one will be good for that. You don't have to get both, but just one or the other.
Okay.
And
Thank
both
you.
of those can be added directly, take as recommended on the bottle.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay,
Okay,
Kathleen.
thank you,
All right,
Kathleen.
Carmen.
Appreciate you.
You got it. Carmen, right? You there? You're next.
Yes, how you doing? I'm so sorry. Thank you so much.
Carmen, you
I
like you
just-
getting your hair done, girl. Go ahead.
Yes, I am.
I tell you, man, we get it all, big baby.
See, that's what happens when you with your family, boy. They can
Be
just
looking at
take
the
it all.
I got to look at the family tree. Y'all got to keep it going. Keep it going.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Carmen.
I love it.
If the baby is an emergency, I know someone who had a bad heavy menstrual bleeding, heavy bleeding, and to the point that the doctor said, it's a family member. The doctor said that she might have to get surgery and get her uterus taken off. I said, no. I said, there's hope. I said, I recommend her to you and for her to get assessment. But for now, like why does that happen? And what can she do with the heavy
Okay.
bleeding?
Yeah, now I'm gonna back you up on one thing, okay? Okay, yes, we know there's other options that you can do, but when you have things like excessive hemorrhaging of any kind or bleeding or something like that going on, you want to make sure you have to get in a situation where you can stabilize the situation. You know, whenever it's heart or bleeding, things like that, we look at that. Yes, that is an emergency. What we do is preventative. Preventative is that you never get into that situation. Got it? But she's past the point of preventative. If she's bleeding like that, that becomes an emergency. Emergency, you have to look at. Emerge is a word that's used from what is the only thing that emerges. I want anybody to answer that. Anything. What emerged? Where did the first word of emerge come from? And why do they call it emergency? Anybody? Anybody? This is a good quiz question right here.
From the root where it started, where it began?
Toxic. No. Why they consider it emerge?
So
What
get
was that?
pushing forward. This is pushing forward.
Pushing forward, right? Pushing forward. Well, what pushes forward?
Stop. Is it that something has to come out, emerge out?
Babies. If we were playing hot bread and butter, y'all would be scorching right now. Babies. Yes. Thank you.
Oh.
So this in emerge is from giving birth. That's life. That means that if this situation is as important as something of giving life, which is the closest time that a woman comes to death, really, is when she's giving birth, then that's what an emergency is. Got it?
Okay.
Understand? So that's where the word comes from when emergency. If it's coming something like that, if it's that important, like a life of a mother or a child,
life and death.
that's what you consider an emergency. But that's been altered from its original origin. So I would say to you, when it's past that point where she's actually bleeding, you got to you need to get that stabilized first. Okay, that's past the point of preventative. Get that taken care of. So I can help with the processes, will help, and with that, with maybe getting you instructed, but I would get to the primary doctor or a hospital or wherever she has to get to help them stabilize her situation. Okay, she's past that point. Okay, that's very, very important. Where is she right now?
Where is she right now, Carmen?
And
Where is she right now?
I'm putting my number in the chat if you want to give me a call.
Yes, yes. Where's Clorinda? Clorinda, did you?
Yeah,
Was that
that's
Clorinda that was saying? Yeah, there's
Yeah.
Clorinda right
Yeah,
there.
that was
Clorinda
me.
right there. Clorinda, can you
Yeah.
give her your number?
She says she just put it in the
I just
chat,
put it
Doctor.
in the chat.
Yes, yes. Carmen,
Carmen,
give
make
Clorinda a call. Give
Yeah.
Clorinda a call. She will help you with
Okay.
that process. Got it?
Make sure
Yes.
you listen, request a copy of the nice chat, Carmen. Please do that. You do that, you get her access for her phone number and everything. All
Hey,
right.
Clorinda, you mind giving out your number just in case so she can write it down? You got a pen, Carmen? Write this down.
It's area code 615.
Hold on 1 second.
It's area code.
Hold on, Clorinda.
Yeah,
Okay.
see this. Do y'all see what's going on? You remember when you see something of an emergency dealing with heart, rhythmic issues, things with that breathing, can't breathe, suffocating, anaphylactic shock, things like that. That's immediate, y'all. That means that you got to get to the hospital. I tell people all the time, man. Even if I remember, I used to have this when I used to do this Big B. I used to do a seminar, and I would say, look. We just trying to be as preventative as possible so that we don't get into that situation. Got it? And that if anything were to happen, God forbid you go outside and say, if I go out there and something happened, got hit by a car or something, they laying down there, don't y'all lay no herb up on me. Y'all better take the horses.
That's what Dick Gregory said.
He natural. Just leave me. Let's get some herbs and put them. No, y'all better take me to the hospital.
Dr. Andrew Wild used to say that all
They
the
try
time
to be
too.
like, yo, he natural. He herb. No, you better use some wisdom. You got me?
Yeah, use
Right,
wisdom.
common
What's
sense.
happening?
That's
Common
where they come
sense
in
is that
handy.
you have to get to a state of stabilizing your situation. We don't agree with a lot of things that they do after the point of diagnosis, but we do know that there's an emergency. You got to get something done right now. Sometimes you
Right.
break your ankle, you break a leg, you something for God forbid, something else happens to you. You got to get immediate attention. You got to get that done. You understand? So that's why we
Yes.
say don't hate on the system. I come from the system. I was an allopathic researcher. So I was from that. I was raised in this. So that's why I'm saying we don't hate the system. We work with the system to do the
Yes,
best
yes,
we can.
yes.
Got it? But don't y'all lay no herb up on me. Who the smartest one in here, by the way? Who the smartest one? Yeah, you. Yeah.
Dick Gregory said, if my arm falling off, don't be putting no herb on me.
Don't be putting no herb on me. That's right. You got to use
But then-
some wisdom. That's
But
right.
then what you do, you go to the hospital, get that emergent situation taken care of, then you
then-
go see
there
the
you-
to prevent it from happening again.
There you
There
go.
you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Yes,
Thank you,
ma'am.
Lisa. Thank you.
Right.
And then, I
Thank
just want to
Lifestyle.
give a shout out.
But
She
not the
may not
question.
want to know, but Dr. Burton Shannon just celebrated a birthday yesterday.
Hey, Dr. Burton. Is Dr. Burton, where did you say that? Say it again?
Burton
She
Shannon, that would
celebrated
be
a
me.
birthday yesterday.
All right.
Happy Earth Day.
Birthday. Happy
Happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day, Doc. Bless your heart.
Yep.
Yes. And that's Dr. You said Dr. Burton, your brother, right? You talking about
Yeah.
your
Burton Shannon is her. Yes.
Yes. Shout out to Dr. Burton.
Yeah.
Now, doesn't he have a book coming out? Something? Does his book
Well,
drop yet?
Freddie has a book coming out, but my
Okay.
birthday was yesterday.
Happy Earth Day
Clorinda,
to you
your
too.
birthday.
Shannon.
Go ahead with your
I
bad self.
got you.
Yeah.
Y'all all
Dr. Burton
confused.
Shannon.
Oh my God! Congratulations! Happy birthday, Clorinda! I'm so
Yeah, he does have a book coming out soon
yes.
called How to Outlive Your Doctor Using Alternative Medicine.
Have mercy,
All
y'all.
right. Well, we
All
got to
right
get him
now.
on. Tell Doctor, come on.
We're
We're
gonna have
gonna
to
get
have
him
a
on the
book
set.
party. We're gonna have
Yeah,
to
we
have
have
a
a book party.
I
Have
know
him
that's
come on,
right.
all right. Give him my love, man. That's my man.
I sure
boy, tell
will.
you. All
All
right.
right,
Let's
listen,
go.
guys. Listen, let me get in here for a second. I gotta have you kind of give yourself about 2 minutes up for each one of you because what Dr. Paul said, you got to try and get out of here by 45. It's 33. So,
Okay.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready for a number.
It's
Okay. You got that?
615
714
714 4613.
4613.
You said 4613?
That's correct, Carmen.
714
Oh,
4613.
4613. Okay, so area code 615-714-4613.
Correct.
Okay,
and
make
what's
sure
your
you
name?
call it, Carmen.
Dr. Shannon.
Yeah.
Dr. Shannon, SHANNON.
Dr. Shannon.
Okay,
Okay.
great. Yes,
All right.
thank you so much.
All
Thank
right.
you so much. All right, good question. I'm glad you brought
Yeah,
that up.
good, good, good. Indeed, indeed.
Good.
All right.
That
Up
was
next
nice
is
of you.
Yes, up next, Stephanie. Stephanie, you there? And then Nazi Cook. Go, Stephanie.
Good evening, Pastor Dr. Paul.
What's
Good
up,
evening,
Mama?
Apostle Big Bill.
All right.
And
Bless your
everyone.
heart. Yes.
Hey, Alma.
Hey,
To see
hey,
you.
Sister Kamara and Sister Marcy. I see y'all out there. Good evening, everyone. And I had 3 questions. One, how should a woman eat after a hysterectomy, and what type of herbs? I have a sister that just had a hysterectomy, and I was wondering what can I suggest?
Well, yeah, it's always immune builders. You know, you got to build the immune system back. So it's all the immune build herbs. We would have to do an assessment to see where she exactly is, but you gotta be in the mindset of immune building. You know, when you're building the immune system, that means blood. So we gotta definitely move towards those herbs that I'm gonna give you probably my best recommendation which way to lean. Okay. And those herbs tend to give you more might in your body and can help you to regenerate. So not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease, just food for the soul. Things like alfalfa. Okay, alfalfa. Things like pau d'arco,
Oh, okay.
comfrey. These are heavy hitters right here. The burdock root. You know, all of those tend to do the red clover. See, those are herbs that deal with, you know, building the immune system by building the blood count again. And you got to build that blood, and that means liver. See, when you go through something like a hysterectomy, you know, you really need to, you know, you got to sort of get yourself, you're in a crisis. So you got to reset the body. So those are good ones to reset. But overall, I would say an assessment is in order so we can be very on point. Because if she had something like other complications like high blood pressure, diabetes, things like that, that can bring another level of understanding. So I would be very proactive to say get an assessment so we can know where she is. Hydration is key, though. Hydration is key. You got to raise that pH and get the water nice and high. Got it?
Yes. She just had it this weekend, so as soon as she get a little stronger, I'm gonna hopefully, you know, try and convince her to come out.
Yes. Yeah, because we can always give the formula based on that's what the RM3, whenever I sit down with the RM3A and we do the urine also, we try to tailor make it just for that person. Meaning that we're looking only for the imbalances. Remember, the body is in a state of balance, it's in a state of ease. But when it's out of balance, that's where the word dis-ease comes from. So you're basically looking for the imbalances. I feed the imbalance, the body corrects itself 11 times faster. So that's the key.
Yes.
All right.
Another question, number 2, is how should a person with a high metabolism eat? Like, what kind of diet should they have, especially when they have a really busy life? Because they're burning food real fast, and so assimilate fast, I guess.
Right. So they assimilate fast. So what you're saying, they move too fast?
Both.
They do active too?
Yes.
They need to slow down. They need to be calm. We call those commlatives.
It's a kind of job.
Yeah, we call it commlatives. You got a
Yes.
commlative. Yeah. Commlatives are those herbs that bring you into a state of balance. For women, highly that I recommend would be things like, not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent disease, just food for the soul, would be things like red raspberry, willow bark, okay, things like kava kava, things like passion flower, and things like calendula. These are really That's the marigold, by the way. Just looking at teas that calm the body down, but I would also encourage the person to do more what we call decompression time. Decompression time means that 1 hour a day, you got to shut it down. You got to find that time when you come home from work or whatever it is, you're in that high environment. If it's a job, it's the situation, if it's school, whatever, you try to bring yourself back into a state of 1 hour to do absolutely only what you want to do.
I know that's right.
That's it. That's it. That's the way we do it. Because if you don't unpack it, y'all see me with this thing right here. Can y'all see me? Hold up. Let me go back on a view here. You see this thing right here, Big B? Like if you are picking this thing and you filling this thing up, can you see me? You filling this thing up like this every day with all the stress of the world and everything going on, and you ain't doing like this. They're going to say, Big B, you came in here, boy. He done flipped his lid. He came and told everybody off.
Everybody.
Off. I ain't never seen Big B like that. No.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
You just told everybody off. See, you're holding and you're bottling this stuff up. Be very, very careful. Find what you do 1 hour a day and do it. That means something you came up with, not something your friend said, let's go do
There you
this,
go.
let's go
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes,
Gotta
sir.
be something you do. Sometimes it's prayer, sometimes it's meditation, sometimes it's a hot Himalayan salt bath. That's me right
Wow, that was me. Wow.
Or it may be a walk in the park. It may be you may be just going to see a movie or read a book or read the word. It's
Or
so
hug a
many
tree.
things. Yeah, or hug a tree. Not in this cold weather, though.
I know that's right.
So you see what I mean? You got to do something 1 hour. Dedicate yourself to that. Set everybody up in the house. If you sometimes you got to leave the scene because sometimes the
man.
very
Woo,
thing
Lord.
that causes the problem is right living with you.
Amen.
You got it? So sometimes you have to remove yourself, take a
Your
ride.
enemy is your enemy.
I tell you, driving does good things for me. I just get on the road sometime and just drive.
Yeah, buddy.
And so whatever calms your nerve in that way, find it. That's what I encourage people. Okay?
You were saying that those herbs, before this type of person, is good for women. What about the ones for men?
Same. They work for both.
Same. Yeah.
They work for both. Yep. They work for both. Yep. And also, you got to watch certain things. You got to keep away from you. I would suggest staying away from certain types of jewelry that is either silver or some form of titanium or any sort of like anything outside of like copper is good, gold is good, but no silver. Like the silver bangs, like the ones you wear around, the bangles that go around. Yep. Stay away from that stuff. See, that stuff races the system.
Even sterling silver?
Yep. Sterling silver moves the system. That's what it does. It stimulates. Remember, metals are just like with herbs that speed you up, slow you down, and balance you out. Metals do the same thing. So if you wear a lot of silver, you got to stay away from that.
Wow.
If you're trying to calm down, you want some gold.
Yep, I know that's right.
Nice to look at. Sit there and look at it. Wow.
You want some gold or copper, something like that. That'll slow you down. Yeah.
Wow.
Silver fillings.
That
Wow.
Those are the worst of nickel.
Yeah. Do you know when they, an interesting thing of when we're talking about teeth, just a little sidebar with y'all. Someone was talking about wisdom teeth today with me. And I was saying, it was like, why is it that they make you remove your teeth, your wisdom teeth? And I said, well, it's interesting that you said they make you, because really when they show you, they're going to show you the mouth, and they'll show you an x-ray, and the tooth is like, not like this, but the tooth is like this.
Yes.
And they say, well, that's the reason we got to remove it, because it's growing in the wrong way. But that's not what it does. The tooth actually grows like this and comes up as the mouth expands, as the young person or adult actually grows. That's important. You need your wisdom teeth, because your wisdom teeth, if it doesn't cause a problem, of course, are very important, because it connects to the central nervous system and it's connected to your grand triangle, which is your pineal pituitary hypothalamus. Did y'all
Have
know
mercy.
that?
Didn't know that.
Wow. Hence the
Wow,
word, hence the word
Wisdom.
wisdom tooth.
Have mercy.
There's a run on that, Dr. Paul. Now, everybody I've talked to, they're talking about taking out the wisdom teeth for the teenager.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
because
yes,
if you
indeed.
if you take out the wisdom tooth, that's the center point for launching to the pineal gland.
Have mercy.
Wow.
Have mercy. Have mercy, family.
Wow.
My,
So
that's
if we
deep.
pull it out, it's going to be harder for the endocrine system to move. It's not saying it can't do it, but it's a
This
launching
makes it
pad.
harder. My.
That's it. All you gotta do is pull that chart that we had. Y'all remember that chart that I gave y'all? Central nervous system. That's where your wisdom teeth are. Central nervous system.
Wow.
All
But
right.
that's what you said if it's not giving you any problems though, right?
If it's not giving you no problems, it's going to grow in its way in the direction that it's supposed to go. You know, because it grows like this. It comes up like this. So if your jaw is sitting right here, can y'all see this? It comes this way. That's the picture they're going to show you. Oh, well, you know, it's growing the wrong way. It's got to come out. No, it's coming like this. Boom. It comes up.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
Yep. We had
Amazing.
that one.
Amazing.
That was a deep class that time. When I had that class, I was like, so that's where the word wisdom tooth comes from. Oh,
Have mercy. My.
It's connected to your pineal gland. Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Wow, that's
Okay.
something.
All
Because
right.
I remember my son
Thank
had
you, Alma. Thank you, Dr. Paul.
my son had to have. I can't think back. If he was a teenager when it was suggested that he had all his wisdom tooth taken out, like so he had 4, and they were all taken out at the same time.
Oh wow.
I'm giving God praise because he has the most wisdom out of a young person I've ever met my whole life. So I'm just thanking God that God's hand is on him.
Yes, he is. Yes, he
You know,
is.
you met
Yes,
him.
he
Hey,
is.
he's still in
Yes.
Africa right now, and I'm just giving God all the praise.
Give
for
God
him.
all the praise. Give him a shout out for
That's
me,
right.
all right?
That's
I
right.
will.
He done knocked all my numbers. He done broke all my numbers on my records.
It's amazing, and he did it twice,
Yes.
right?
Yes, he did everything. He had perfect numbers across the board. It was
For
amazing.
2 years straight.
Yeah, for 2 years straight. Yes, he did. But he's lifestyle and he's very organized for a young man that young. He's very, very organized. You know, I thought him to be very, very on point.
Yes.
So he's a great
46.
example.
46.
My
All right,
last
46. I got to get ready to go.
You just say
Stephanie.
the name of the chair that you sit on.
The name of the
Office.
chair, the wobble chair.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the
I
brand?
got I don't know the brand. That's Dr. Lenny question right there.
Yeah, he's
Doc
gone.
that
Dr.
chair.
Lenny just
He said
left.
he on.
Yeah,
It's
he's
a
left.
punch and wobble chair. It's just for the lower
Okay.
lumbar. It's for the
All
lower
right,
lumbar.
got it.
All right,
Thank you.
Dr. Paul, Nazi's been waiting a while, and I think after that,
Hey,
we'll have
Nazi.
to
Okay.
asking everyone after that to please send an email
Yeah, 'cause I
and
got to get ready to
send
go.
the questions. Dr. Paul did say in the beginning, you have to try and get out of here to 9:45.
gotta grab
Okay,
it.
so Nazi,
Yes.
go ahead.
Hey, Nazi.
Hi. I wanted to piggyback on the lady
You mean
last
veggie bag?
You
We
can
don't
veggie
piggy
bag,
on
right?
here. We veggie bag. We don't piggyback here.
Veggie bag about the CO2 and the max, but the young lady that came on with her, she has lupus.
With her mom.
And she has lupus and COVID. They sort of work together. The lady with the mask and the CO2, if she's been taking it for over a year and she hasn't had any reaction, she can wear it for 8 hours. She's going to eat and she's going to drink somewhere in that 8-hour period and she'll be okay. I'm speaking from a personal and a professional point. I'm a respiratory therapist, former respiratory therapist because I'm not working now. The lady tonight with lupus, I have a connective tissue disease. I have sarcoidosis, which is in the same family. She's having enough problems that I was in the hospital when I was originally diagnosed for 3 months. But I took over my own therapy. They wanted to send me to Johns Hopkins. They had a bed for me, but I said, no, send me home. I'm not taking any drugs. If I'm dying, they gave me 6 months to a year. I said, I'll do it my way. She has COVID numerous times. Was she wearing a mask? Because when I first met you, Dr. Paul, I had a mask on. I still have that mask on. I've been wearing it, be 10 years on February 3rd. You have to protect yourself.
Yes.
You have to protect yourself because they don't have any real treatment for sarcoidosis. They're giving people steroids. Steroids weakens the system. So
Yeah,
don't
see,
take it.
that's, and remember, and we got to go now because I got to get ready to go. But I'll just address it real quickly. They don't have answers. We have on our side a different approach.
Right.
And that's why when we look at something like connective tissue, any autoimmune, we look at blood and we regenerate, especially lupus. Lupus is the wolf. So with that, we start to deal with cleansing the blood. When you cleanse the blood, amazing things happen. But we've been indoctrinated to a philosophy that goes against the body. That's the problem. And usually when people are not doing the right things, they're not keeping in. They say, oh, well, the herbs don't work. That's because there's another level of balance that's not being done correctly. So I would say anything like that, they always get an assessment, get the proper approach from someone that really can help them with means that, number one, they care about, has a compassion for them. And then definitely address the food issue. It's a food acidosis issue. It's all about acid in the blood. That's what it is. You got to clean this thing up. You got to clean this thing up. Once you clean it, the body does amazing things. I see it all the time. That's why I do these testimonies, because y'all don't believe me. They said, Doc, you talk about this stuff all the time. And then I said, you know what, Big B, I'm going to let them speak for themselves. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. But yes, we have a different approach. I would say come on in, get an assessment, and we tackle it straight on. All right? So thank you so much. I appreciate you. I got to go, y'all.
Yeah, guys. Listen, Camille, Joseph, Jennifer, please send an email. Please send an email, and that with your questions that you have your hands up for, to mechavideo@gmail.com. Again, that's mechavideo@gmail.com. Make sure you got a copy of tonight's chat. And let me just finish, okay? And if you're gonna, continue to support the family tree, hey guys, listen, use my Cash App. That's $ Bill Morgan, BILMORGAN, $ BILMORGAN. And if you want to support through Zelle at your bank, that ID number is Dr. Ball at drballherbs.com, or you got P.O. Box number, which is Box 191, Mullica Hill, New Jersey, 08062. God bless you, everybody. Bring your friends, bring your enemies, bring your frenemies, bring everybody right here to the tree every Wednesday night, 7 o'clock.
Right,
yes, sir, Dr.
Did you learn anything this evening, y'all?
Yeah,
Put
buddy.
your hands together.
Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir.
I hope you got
Always,
something out of this,
always.
y'all. Hey, I want to thank everyone. First of all, let's get Big B over there. Big hand. Big B.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, buddy. All right, man.
And I do see Prophetess over there.
Yeah, she finally got in.
Prophetess, I thank you so much. I hope you're doing well over there. You know, you're doing much better. Love you now. Thank you so much.
Indeed.
From you, but that's okay. I'll call you later, okay? I want to thank everyone for tuning in. This is good questions, good testimonies.
Great night
How
tonight.
you got to approach things with common sense.
Yes.
That state of common sense. Usually, it's not that deep. It's really just a matter of you sitting down and thinking about it. So, stay on point.
Yes.
Be on point with your family. Be that sandpaper on the side, telling them, leave that fork alone.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do. We appreciate y'all. God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. And remember, if you're breathing,
Yeah.
give yourselves a hand, y'all.
Yo, buddy. Yo, man.
I got a shot.
I got a shot. All right, I'm gonna come on out. We can dance a little bit as we come out.
All right, buddy.
All right. Y'all have a good weekend.
Yeah, buddy.
We'll see you on the weekend, Big B.
You got it, buddy.
Tap,
Right on
tap.
time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
WURD.
That's right.
900 AM.
Good night. Good night.
96.1 FM. 900 AM.
See y'all later.
Black Talk Media
Sorry,
right
Marcy,
here.
I can't
Philadelphia.
tell.
Right on.
I'll see y'all later. Thanks for the testimony.
Yeah, buddy.
Help somebody.
Always, my friend.
All right.
Blessings.
Good night.
Hey.
Enjoy your weekend.